Hi guys, Robbo46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 20 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode round 2, sees us going to COTA, and then we go to Termaster Rio Hondo in Argentina after that. So we got second in the first race at Qatar aboard the Petronas Yamaha. So let's see how we get on at Circuit Americas. So it's actually not been too bad at all, if I'm honest. The front end isn't as bad as what the Suzuki felt like around here. The only trouble I am having is wheeling out of the slower corners. The Yamaha seems to wheelie a little bit more, so I'm having to short shift and sacrifice a bit of acceleration out of corners just to try and keep that front end down. But yeah, it's not ideal. But yeah, we've been pretty fast, which is good. We're a lot more competitive in FP3 than we were at Qatar. I made it straight through to Q2. Which is something I couldn't even get into in Qatar. But yeah, it's feeling alright. I think we might be able to be competitive. If we can get a good qualifying result, then that's half the battle done. But yeah, right. Got to try and keep the front end down. Okay, so we're very, very close to the fastest time at the moment. I tell you what, front two rows, that will do very nicely around here. Of course, when I was on the Suzuki last season, I crashed into this corner during the race. Just lost the front end and then broke one of the wings off my bike. So I'm hoping we can have a slightly better result this time aboard the Yamaha, because I got a bit of a better feeling in the front end this time around. And yeah, I don't feel like it's going to go at any moment like the Suzuki, but I feel a bit more confident in it this time. So I'm hoping we won't have a crash like that in this race. But we've got to finish off qualifying as we go into the penultimate corner. The run up to the final corner. Okay, and just the run to the line. Third position, if it sticks like that, that'll do nicely. Front row. So we are starting on the front row, just 2/10 behind Marquez for this one. So alongside my teammate as well. I am ready for this. Right, 85 degrees. I'm going to go soft front and a medium rear tyre. Just because the soft rear tyre, it didn't last very well at Qatar when the track temperature was quite low as well. So yeah, I think the medium might be the way to go for this race. So we're on the inside for turn 1, which is not a bad place to be. It just depends on our actual start. Okay, here we go. Marquez and Quartararo have got a good start, so has Dovi. But we've got back into second place, but my teammate is up the inside. Oh, Crutchlow's down. He didn't touch me then, but I wonder if he lost the front into turn 1. Can I get past Quartararo? He's on the inside now. Not happening there. So staying in third place for the time being. We can't afford to let Marquez get away, not like we did at Qatar, and then I couldn't catch him. So of course Marquez is leading the championship at the moment. We are 5 points behind him. So we need to do the best we can around here and take the opportunity if one arises. I need to get my teammate Quartararo on the brakes into the next hairpin. And we've got him. Okay, we might be able to slipstream Marquez around this straight, and we're 0.6 behind. We might not be able to get him actually. I think that gap is maybe a little bit too big. Oh, we're so much later on the brakes. Have we got it stopped? Yes, we have. And we didn't lose the front as well, which was a big worry. But he's taken a very defensive line through turn 13. And it's worked for him. But we've got a slightly better exit. But now he's on the inside for the next couple of corners. Which obviously isn't ideal. But yeah, so we are staying in second place. But he's gone a little bit wide. I'll try and take a tighter line and go up the inside. It's not working. Right, I'm going to try and get the exit and then get him into the next corner. Oh, we got him. We got him. We may have made a bit of contact, but we've got him. We are through into the lead. Ooh, okay. Now, what can we do now that we're in the lead? We've got half a second over Marquez. COTA Race still in third. Dovizioso in fourth. That is very wide into turn one. Too hot into that, and a wheelie on the way down the hill. Alright, so through the S's. Yeah, so Marquez has had a much stronger start to this season than he did in the last season. He didn't really get going until about halfway through the last season, but now, obviously with the AI being updated and everything, he seems to be stronger right from the off this time. I'll tell you what, I think we are actually pulling away. Too hot into turn 11. Another thing I haven't mentioned yet is that I've had to turn the engine braking up by 1 just because I was struggling to get the bike stopped in time and turned in properly for especially the hairpins. I was slowing down, but it just didn't feel like it was it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like the Suzuki around here, which obviously it wouldn't because it's a Yamaha. But yeah, getting the bike stopped just seemed a little bit more tricky around here, so I've actually upped the engine braking to 2 now. So obviously running traction control on 2, anti-wheelie on 4 because it's a bit of a nightmare at the moment. Engine braking on 2 and power mapping on 1 at the moment because obviously we want to conserve fuel until later in the race. But yeah, just making 1 click on the engine braking has made quite a bit of a difference, especially getting stopped for the slow hairpins. So just at the fastest lap of the race, 2:05.375, 1.2 seconds over Marquez. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Okay, let's hope that we can continue doing that. I hope we can continue doing that. Crutchlow is starting to make up a few places. He may be able to get back into the points, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I actually managed to do one of the development tests around here. Now, I done the fast lap qualifying simulation, but I could literally just do the slowest of the 3 times that were available. But at least we've done something. So that will definitely help us obviously gain some points for development. But at least we feel more competitive here than we did at Qatar. Got a 1.6 second lead at the moment. And the other thing as well, the team championship should be a hell of a lot easier this season. Because obviously we've got Fabio Quartararo as one of our teammates, and he seems to be very strong at the moment, which is good. Okay, let's see what the next split is. Okay, 2.1. So yeah, although we've actually lasted longer now on the Yamaha around here without crashing than we did the Suzuki. So I think it's on lap 2 or 3 where we lost the front end just after overtaking Crutchlow. But yeah, although we didn't start the season off as well as Suzuki at Qatar, we've definitely, you know, if we can get a first place here, then we would surpass the points that we got on the Suzuki in the first couple of rounds. Because on Suzuki we got a win at Qatar, and I think it's about 8th place here, after, or 7th or something like that, after I lost the front end. Managed to make a few places back up, but Not a huge amount, but we're much more comfortable here. I think first round as well, it took me a little while to kind of get used to the Yamaha. It didn't feel, obviously, like the Suzuki. It didn't feel as good as the Suzuki, but obviously they got different positives and negatives, so it's just trying to figure out the best way to use the Yamaha, and I think we're getting there. It's just anti-wheelie. We really need to hurry up and upgrade because it's a pain in the ass. Trying to come out the slow corners and the front wheel just wants to go up in the air. So through the dreaded turn 12, and we got through there absolutely fine. No dramas. I'll tell you what, the bike is pushing on a little bit now with engine braking on too, now that the tyres are starting to wear out a bit more. So I'm just going to have to watch out for that because, especially in MotoGP 19, the engine braking used to always catch me out, which is why I pretty much turned it off completely on MotoGP 19. Just used to pretty much lock the rear wheel up when you were least expecting it. And down the road you would go, so it seemed to work maybe a little bit better on this game, but I'm not going to crank it up to 4, but a big wheelie there. We really need to sort out anti-wheelie and hope that that really helps out a little bit. So, power mapping on 2 now for the final lap. Tell you what, the gap has come down as I go very wide into turn 1 again. Crutchlow's back in the points, up to 15th place, just ahead of Zarco. Yeah, the gap behind is coming down a little bit. I mean, it's a big ask for them to close me down, but it has definitely come down. 1.6, yeah. It's come down by quite a big chunk, actually. It was over 2 seconds on the last lap. Okay, down to the next hairpin. We're going to be fine. The fuel is flashing, but we've still got just over 1.5 laps of fuel remaining on board. Oh, Rossi's down on the final lap. Oh dear. I wonder if he lost the front by any chance. If that or maybe he's slipstreaming someone and he went straight into the back of them like the AI tend to do, which is really weird on this game. They don't tend to pull out of the slipstream, they just stay in it and yeah, just drive straight into the person ahead of them, which usually causes both of them to crash. So 2.4 seconds at the moment. So the gap has gone back up, so we are definitely safe. Well, we're more than safe because we've only got literally 1 corner to go. Let's not do anything silly now. Okay, run to the line. Let's pop a wheelie. Oh, we crashed over the line. But yeah, we take the win from Marquez. We had the fastest lap of the race as well, 2:04.276. So Vinales, Miller and Rins not finishing, and Rossi not finishing as well. Marquez in second. So yeah, we are joint on points, myself and Marquez on 45. Team Championship, we've already got a 17-point lead now over Repsol Honda. And of course we are joint on points with Honda. So, off to Parc Ferme, to Petronas, Yamaha's on the podium, first and third. Marquez, the Repsol Honda, filling in the Petronas Yamaha sandwich. Yeah, that was good. That was much better than what we managed on the Suzuki. So things are going well. I was a little bit concerned after the first race. Not a huge amount. I was just a bit worried about obviously letting Marquez get away. Hence why I had to do a very aggressive move on him here. Just to make sure that we could pretty much stay with him. Even though I think we would have been able to anyway, especially when we got to the straight and use the big advantage of slipstreaming on this game. Okay, so we've got the trophies. Sprayed everywhere. Okay, right. Time to look at development again and see what kind of points we've got on offer to use for development. So yeah, it was literally just the one development test that I managed to do. So can't do that. Oh, let's do that then. So let's get all the engine people on to that. So that's fine. That's under development. So anyone else? Okay. So anti-wheelie's actually only got one more week. Oh, actually, that is going to be done now. So anti-wheelie 1 has completed. We've obviously got nowhere near enough points to do anti-wheelie 2. So we'll get some people in there to research. Jack Ryan, you can do some research now. Right, so Argentina is next. 6 laps around here. Let's see how we get on with it. Right, let's start this lap. Again, it has been a very, very strong round so far. I didn't actually attempt any of the development tests. I was just concentrating on what I was doing and just trying to get the best lap time that I could get. So, through the kink. Okay, 0.8, well, less than 0.8, it's a 0.08 off, so 0.08 of a second off. So we are pretty close at the moment. Through turn 5. No real issues with the bike really around here. Wow, 0.4 under. We've made up loads of time in that sector. Haven't had any front end issues around here. It's again feeling pretty good around here, pretty confident. We might be able to get a pole position here, you know. Pole position around here would be very good. 0.6 under. Okay, if you say so. Okay, 2 corners to go. Through turn 13, try and get a good run out and a good run through 14 and over the line. Yeah, 35.7, that's a good lap. So we are on pole position by 0.2 of a second from both Dovi and Rins. Time to set this up. So 94 soft front and a medium rear again, I think, would be a good combination. Just like at COTA. That worked out well there with the tyres. Rins has gone for the same. Let's see what we can do. Okay, then round 3, Termas de Rio Hondo. Here we go. Okay, into turn 1. Oh, that was someone very wide. I think that might have been Dovizioso. Not entirely sure though. But we are down to turn 2. And we are leading at the moment. That is a good start through the kink. Down the straight. to the next hairpin. The rear came up in the air then. That sent me wide. Couldn't get the bike stopped in time, but we're still in the lead. You're going to have to go careful down into to that hairpin. That wasn't really an issue in qualifying or free practice. See if we can... We're pulling away a little bit. Dovizioso's in 7th place, so Dovizioso might not even be a championship threat this season. At the moment, it's literally between myself and Marquez, who've been the most consistent ones at the moment. 1 win apiece and 1 second place apiece. So if I win this, we will move into the lead of the championship. But if Marquez gets second, we will only be leading by 5 points. Which obviously isn't a lot at this stage, but it doesn't need to be. That's something we can build on throughout the season. But I know that if we get a round where we qualify really bad and then can't quite get onto the pace of the guys at the front, we could quite easily lose that and then some. Okay, so 0.7 of a second over Marquez at the moment. We'll keep pushing. That was better, that was much better. Again running engine braking at 2. I think that might become the norm for this bike for me. Setting the EBS on 2. Tell you what, anti-wheelie definitely feels like it's been upgraded, which is good. Someone's down. Alicia Spargaro is down. That is not good. Oh, and Iannone's down as well, his teammate. So both the Aprilias are out. Oh, I wonder what happened there. Did Iannone do another Iannone? I know when he took Dovizioso out on the Ducati, he was into this corner. And obviously Ducati were absolutely thrilled with that move. But yeah, he's... weird how they both went down at the same time. I wonder if it is more of the same of the old slipstream and stuff, and one of them going into the back of the other. I don't know. I mean, we are pulling away at the moment, which is good. We're on lap 3 of 6. The rear just tried to come around there, and I've just seen that the medium rear tyre is starting to get quite hot. So maybe the hard rear tyre was the one to go for. We're not really pulling away from Marquez at the moment. He is keeping me honest. Again, the rear came up in the air, and again I've gone wide. So that's twice we've done that now into that corner. 0.7 is the gap. Can't afford to make too many mistakes, otherwise Marquez will be back with me. And that obviously isn't ideal. I mean, last season we saw a few crashes through turn 9, the corner we just gone through. The AI just losing the rear through there. 0.8 at the moment is the gap. Yeah, the rear tyre is getting a bit warm. Okay, through the final corner again. On to the next lap and fast lap of the race. 37.1, but we've only got half a second over Marquez. I thought he'd done a fast lap. 36.8. Marquez has got the pace. I don't think I have. Especially with the rear tyre getting hot. We could soon lose the lead. It sounded like Marquez just went a bit wide there. Yeah, the rear is starting to squirm about a little bit. He's there, 0.4 behind. Tell you what, the AI don't seem to get much of a advantage from slipstreaming. maybe from slipstreaming other AI, but it's something I've kind of noticed that the AI don't really seem to slipstream the player, or if they do, they don't seem to really gain anything out of it. It's quite bizarre. I know that they slipstream each other because they usually just end up going straight into the back of the person they're slipstreaming and causing them both to crash, which happened quite a lot last season. But yeah, they like when I was slipstreaming, you know, down some of the straights so far this season, we managed to obviously pick up quite a bit of speed, especially on Marquez at Circuit Americas on the back straight. We gained quite a lot, but they don't really tend to gain anything at all from slipstreaming the player. So I don't really know what that's all about, but just something I've kind of noticed and probably just about realised just then that when Marquez was pretty close to me, he wasn't really slipstreaming or gaining anything from slipstreaming. Bizarre, but we are on the penultimate lap. Oh, that was a mistake. The rear tyre is not in a very good condition. The middle's alright, it's just the right hand side and the left hand side are both pretty knackered. I'm going to try my best to stay in the lead and hope that Marquez doesn't come through. If he does, I'd rather he do it now on this lap, so that we've still got the last lap to try and get back past. But yeah, if he gets us on the last lap, that may be it. I may not be able to fight back. The right hand side of the rear tyre is not good at all. The left is a little bit better, but not by much. So we are losing grip in the rear. 0.6 is the gap to Marquez. The only good thing is we've got power mapping 2 to use on the final lap of the race. Right, let's do it. On to the final lap, power mapping 2. So that was a 37.1, which wasn't too bad really, that lap. Gone very wide through turn 1. Try and cut that back. Yes, we can. Not bad. Let's just let's push. Let's try and get away from Marquez. So, what's the first split gonna say? 0.8 at the moment. So pretty stationary that gap at the moment, staying at around 0.8. Come on, tyres, just last a few more corners. And then everyone can be happy. 1.1, the gap's gone up. I think we might be alright. As long as we don't high side or anything. We will keep it going. Fuel is getting low. 0.6 of a lap remaining. Just over half a lap. That should be more than enough to get us to the end. The gap now is 1.1. We're going to win at Termas de Rio Hondo, Argentina. 2 on the bounce. We're back in business. And there we go. Oh, I'll tell you what, we set the fastest lap of the race on the final lap, 36.5. Oh, neither of the Aprilia's finished. Oh dear. Yeah, fastest lap of the race on the final lap with a knackered rear tyre. That's not bad. So yeah, we are leading Marquez by 5 points now. 5 whole points. 31 points over Repsol Honda in the Team Championship. And we'll probably have 5 points over Honda in the Constructors Championship. And we do. So off to Parc Ferme. And then the podium again. We are looking very, very good. The Triple Crown is well and truly underway at the moment, but let's not forget let's not get ahead of ourselves. We are literally only 5 points ahead of Marquez in the Riders' Championship, and only 5 points ahead of Honda in the Constructors' Championship. So it's by far nowhere near done. Still early days. It's literally round 3 of the season. But it's been a good 3 rounds. 2nd and 2 first places. Good start to the season. Jerez is next. That will be that's more Yamaha territory, so we should be alright there, hopefully. If the bike decides to work well around there, hopefully it will, but we'll find out obviously next time when we go there. Right then, back to the menus. See if we can do any more development. That would be good if we could. Okie dokie. Right. We're very good in the credits and the reputation department, so that's all good. R&D, what have you got for me? Nothing in there. Nothing there. Well, move it on a week and then double check. That's aerodynamics completed now, so we don't need to get anyone on the aero whatsoever now. The aerodynamics are completed. We can just get everyone on research now. So that's good. Everyone on the frame research as well. We'll get some more development points. Okay, get them all on. Okay, good. Right, so that is where I'm going to leave it for this time, guys. Yeah, okay, right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video when we go to Jerez. Don't forget to stay safe and wash your hands. See you.